Despite its intimidating appearance, the hippo is one of Africa's most underappreciated creatures in terms of fearlessness and potentially violent disposition. And they kill more people each year than lions, leopards, crocodiles, or any other significant predators. If you want to see how hippos rule, keep watching. As we count down 12 times, hippos attack their enemies. Number 12. Hippo vs. Safari Visitors. I'm not sure if hippos enjoy being in the limelight, but this hippo sure doesn't look like it does. And it takes a big chunk out of this vehicle. This hippo comes running full speed at this Jeep and almost manages to take a bite out of one of the passengers. People underestimate the speed at which hippos can run, just because they are big. Watch this hippo ram into this blue car, almost running it off the road. The power of the hippo is incredible. But the good news is neither the hippo nor the people in the car were hurt during an evening drive. This car almost gets rammed into by an annoyed hippo. The hippo scares the living daylights out of the guy in his car. When he smashes into it, the guy curses and panics, but I think he'll get over it. Number 11. Rhinos and hippos. Hippos are not afraid of many creatures and will go up against any of the large cats. They are occasionally slain by the pride of lions, but this is rare because they are difficult to bring down and carry weapons of their own that can cause significant damage. But what happens when a rhino and a hippo cross paths? This hippo reminds me of Pavarotti singing the classic Nassan drama to this rhino, who's not that impressed by the presence of this rhino at the waterhole. Irritates these two hippos, who challenge him to a shouting contest. But the hippo remains calm and simply stands there listening to the hippo's high-pitched voice await. The rhino is finally struck by the hippo, which bites it and turns on its side. The rhino doesn't appear to be much of a threat to the hippos. Another enraged hippo attempts to bite this rhino's horn, but the rhino's horn is lodged in the hippo's mouth, making it difficult for the hippo to close its mouth on the rhino. Nevertheless, the hippo charges and plows the rhino into the ground. During this night footage, this hippo and rhino sneaked out of their respective homes to meet for a night of romance. The first time they saw each other, it was love at first sight. Can you blame them? I mean, with all those good looks and bravado shining through, they both couldn't help themselves. It's the modern-day version of Hippie and Renee. You can see them romancing the stone as they chase one another in the bush, each taking turns and occasionally rubbing their heads. Seriously, I haven't seen two creatures in love like this since the days of Bonnie and Clyde. What's not to enjoy about a lonely rhino who wants to hang out with a hippo or two of the hippos? On the other hand, I don't seem to agree and decide to fight the rhino. Several times throughout the duel, the rhino's horns poke into their hippo's mouth and the hippo tries to bite it. The fight lasts a little more than 40 minutes. The rhino has since been sold to another refuge where it will breed with some female rhinos. He won't have to waste any more time trying to hook up with the stubborn hippos. Number 10. Wildebeest. Hippos are known to intercede when crocodiles get too close for comfort. Therefore, they frequently assist prey and distresses. It's not clear whether the hippos are attempting to save the distressed animals intentionally, but who cares if the victim is able to escape the clutches of these crocodiles? The reason isn't that important. Two crocodiles are attempting to consume a wildebeest that is battling for its life in the first video, but their potential meal ends up in the water near a group of hippos who are unsure about what is happening. The hippos become enraged and appear to attack the crocodiles, bringing the wildebeest. But as it is too late, this wildebeest is being chased away by a hippo, and then it manages to cross the river, swimming between a crocodile and a hippo. It's not easy for wildebeest traveling in the bush. This baby hippo and adult wildebeest are spending the day together at the spawn and have decided to experience a professional mud bath. All the ingredients used are organic and pose no danger to the animals. They enjoy their day and plan on coming back very soon. Number 9. Zebra. Zebra is one of the most stunning safari sightings ever seen. During the Great Migration, a massive crocodile killed a zebra while crossing the Mara River, and two young hippos swiftly took it away from the crocodile. Hippos are herbivores, but they have been observed eating tiny amounts of meat on occasion. The amount of meat ingested by the hippos is unknown, but they surely feast on the zebra without holding back for 45 minutes. They were able to keep the zebra away from the hungry crocs. This zebra looks like it is having trouble crossing this river, and for some reason the hippos are curious. I don't see any crocodiles in the vicinity, so I don't understand why the zebra is just standing there unless it's being constrained by a crocodile underwater. Evidently it is so because the crocodile's tail eventually swings out of the water. As the hippos get closer to it, the zebra seems to pull and rush a little faster until it almost reaches the shore. Number 8. Buffalo. Hippos are preyed upon by a variety of predators. Nile crocodiles, lions, and spotted hyenas have all preyed on young hippos. Adult hippos, on the other hand, are rarely preyed upon by other animals because of their aggressive nature, and large-sized Cape buffaloes are one of Africa's most dangerous animals, coming in second only to hippos in terms of annual mortality. This hippo opens its wide for our first clip as if to warn the buffalo of an impending attack. Yet the buffalo does not budge. With its mouth extended, the hippo charges the buffalo, attempting to crush it as it drives it into the water. Besides, being pushed around, the buffalo doesn't do much in our next clip. These buffaloes are having a drink of water, and this hippo moves in closer on them. But everyone seems to be in a good mood until the hippo goes nuts and pulls a tantrum on the buffaloes like a spoiled 3-year-old child. The buffaloes don't react, but they must be asking themselves what is wrong with this hippo. Number 7. Lion. The hippo is another animal that lions rarely attack for obvious reasons. Watch how this hippo hunts down this lion and almost kills it with a single bite. In this first clip, I'm sure the lion was injured, but it could have been worse. Hippos, despite their size, move quickly and are difficult to catch even for a pride of lions. When lions attack baby hippos, they should expect fierce reprisal if the mother is around during a drought. The scarcity of drinking water isn't the only issue. Another issue is a shortage of rain and water, which makes it difficult for food to be rich in nutrients. As a result, hippos become quite territorial, challenging animals they would ordinarily avoid, such as the lion in this video. This lion is not really looking for trouble, but the hippo wants the lion out of his territory. When the lion is out enough, it actually charges the hippo, and the hippo relaxes, realizing it's not worth the risk, especially when you take into consideration this is a young hippo, and the lion would probably have the upper hand in a fight. This huge hippo bull confronts a male lion. They kind of stare at each other, but nothing more. The bull hippo is wondering what to do, and the lion will probably react to what the hippo does. Neither one of them look like they're in a rush until the hippo tries to flank the lion. That's when the big feline decides to scamper off and position himself so he can see exactly what the hippo is doing. This hippo was forced to find a new bathing pool, but must defy this pride of lions to gain access to it. You can see all the bite marks in the hippo's body as if it's trying to chase the big cats away. The hippo's hard work pays off, and the lion pride decides to hold a picnic elsewhere. Number 6. Wild dogs. Wild dogs don't favor hippos as prey, but they both love each other. Hippos and wild dogs are known for chasing each other while attempting to grab Nala or other prey, which is why they don't get along. I'm not sure if hippos fear wild dogs, but they sure do find them bothersome. These wild dogs harass this massive hippo in this video. It's not as if dogs will gain anything from this encounter other than some entertainment. Because this is such a large and strong hippo, the wild dogs would take an enormous risk trying to take it down, which is unlikely. So how do the dogs behave? They conclude that they've wasted enough of their time, and this is the time as well, and decide to call it a day. These dogs have already chased this young Apollo into the river. It is swimming wildly from side to side. Looking for a way out, the disturbance irritated this massive hippo, who attempted to force the young Apollo into the water. Meanwhile, an adult impala, possibly the mother of the floundering baby, approached the water's edge. In a couple of seconds, the dogs were on it, but the hyenas seized their prize and tore into the carcass. After fending off an attack by the increasingly angry hippo, the dogs redirected their focus to the youngster, and one brave dog swam into the dam in an attempt to snatch the impala. At this point, the newborn impala was exhausted and began to sink beneath the surface. All of this was too much for the hippo, who, after scaring the dog away from the kill, slung the carcass back over its shoulder. The dogs were defeated, and all they could do was stand there and watch as the impala plunged to its death at the dance bottom. Today's meal isn't going to be on the lake for these dogs. This hippo is in rage and moves from side to side in the water, keeping its huge mouth open, showing its monstrous fangs to these 3 wild dogs. The dogs are hesitant, but they know better than to mess around with this maniac. Another colossal hippo is attempting to find some peace and quiet in this watering hole. But guess who shows up to disrupt the fun? A pack of wild dogs, of course, always on the lookout for an opportunity. The wild dogs don't really do much but crack the hippo's chops. In general, wild dogs are more of a nuisance for hippos and kind of disturb their peace. If the dog didn't go looking for trouble in hippo territory, hippos would never bother them. You can see in these videos that the dogs are always on the lookout for prey, and many times their prey are found in close proximity to hippos. Hence all the reasons for this conflict. Number 5. Deer. This hippo finds itself stuck between a rock and a hard place on one side. A bunch of annoying wild dogs await and salivate to devour this poor antelope. Then, on the other side, the hippo has a tiny and fragile antelope stuck in a mud pit with mud up to its ears. The dogs are so annoying, the hippo decides to end all the havoc by snapping the poor antelope's neck and just tossing it to the side. It's as if the hippo knew the antelope was the cause of the cacophony, so it decided to kill it to obtain peace and quiet, and the dogs ended up getting what they wanted. Life is the great equalizer for the dogs and the hippo, except the antelope gets the shot sword under the stick. Another deer finds itself at the wrong place at the wrong time when it tries to escape a pack of wild dogs and inadvertently steps in the way of a hippo that decides it doesn't want to be disturbed. The hippo brings a dead deer to the shore, unknowingly serving it to the wild dogs on a silver platter. This poor Thompson's gazelle crashed the hippo bachelor party, and the heroes welcomed with the last thing on the hippo's minds as they crashed the poor animal to death. In this video, it is obvious crocodiles are not the only bad guys that roam the waters of the African savanna. Check out this hippo destroyed a deer trying to swim to the other side of the river. Number 4. Cheetah. Can you imagine what kind of damage a hippo could do as it ran as fast as a cheetah? Well, just check out this 3D recreation of this possibility in this video, and you'll see what it might look like if this were true. Hippos are dangerous, but for some reason I don't perceive them in the same manner as I do crocodiles. Look at the hippo in this video staring at this cheetah. If the cheetah remains cool, the hippo won't budge. But if it was a crocodile, it would probably be threatening to attack the cheetah. Maybe I'm wrong, but I consider the hippo more relaxed than the crocodiles when it sees another animal unless it feels threatened by it. Of course. Number 3. Crocodile. Hippos and crocodiles have epic battles. Despite the crocodile's formidable bite, the hippo's jaws can easily crush it, piercing and grinding it. In the meantime, hippopotamus is large enough to be killed only by an elephant or a pride of lions. This hippo's head is so big it immediately overpowers this crocodile and gets a bite on it, even if the crocodile opened its mouth as wide as it could. I don't think you would be able to grab this hippo's head, and its hippos are usually the ones who chase crocodiles. As you can see in this video, crocodiles don't enjoy to be dealing with their hippos. A hippo horde can only be pushed away by a bunch of crocodiles drawn to flesh. Even if there are many crocodiles in the same area as a hippo, they will leave it alone since they are lone predators who would not want to face a hippo alone. You can see what I mean in this video, where a newborn hippo is taunting this crocodile and the reptile becomes irritated but does not attack the hippo even though it is not even an adult. This proves that hippos aren't the crocodile's preferred prey, and that's putting him mildly. The hippo is the only animal I see crocodiles running away from, even when they are confronted to lions or elephants. Crocodiles are ready to fight, but check out this crocodile trying by all means to escape this hippo in pursuit. However, the hippo is just chasing the reptile and not trying to bite it. The same thing is happening on land when this hippo appears to be smelling this crocodile's tail but doesn't attack it. And the two other hippos in the vicinity seem quite peaceful as well. This hippo annoys this crocodile for the crocodile to go back into the water. Number 2. Hippos. Hippos are extremely territorial, and if one male tries to invade the territory of another, there will be tension and eventually conflict. Hippos, on the other hand, will not back down in the face of a challenge, as evidenced by this video of two big hippos fighting it out over the river. For these brave hippo bulls, it's a fight to the death in the forest. In this video, the dominant male hippo faces a contender for his crown, and only one thing is left to do, and that is the battle for the throne. The hippos aggressively go at it, and the reigning champ gets a few good bites in there, re-establishing himself as the supreme ruler, hence retaining his right to mate with the females, and he wastes no time doing so. These two males take their battle from the water to the muddy marshes, where one of the males becomes exhausted and abandons the fight. The other male, out of respect, leaves the fallen combatant alone. These two male hippos chase each other in these crocodile-infested waters, but I'm pretty sure they're not worried about the crocodiles at this point. These two hippos run into the water just like a couple of high school kids going skinny dipping. And guess what? The hippos aren't even wearing bathing suits. Number 1. Hippo versus boats. This boat looks like it's being pursued by some sort of whale. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a hippo, isn't it? Unbelievable how fast it's swimming. I'm very impressed. Keep an eye out for that enraged hippo. Tourists on a boat at Kenya's Lake Victoria were out for a ride when they noticed a hippo staring at them from several meters away. Suddenly, this colossal beach was having none of it. As the big hippo chased their boat, diving in and out of the water, tourists maintained their composure. Hippos are responsible for the death of about 2,900 humans each year. It's a good thing that. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.